in different times, baby, it's different times.
Yeah, 30 for 30, my jersey dirty, my crew back. I shoot a 30 like Stephen Curry, my shoes whack. So locomotive, you lose track, confused facts. You're thinking Kodak, but with more thought, there's two blacks. Standing ovation, get you clapped. Debating most these backpacking rappers got two straps. My cadence half left, half amazing, that's two facts. And layman's got these women's intuition like you snack. I'm OJ out of prison, the juice back. I moved to Green Bay just to move back. Same way I use the system, I use rap. I'm what the game is missing, that boom bap, that true that. Don't ever say he ain't never been a saint, now who that? With guns drew, breathe, y'all ain't up in my league. Don't get tricked by the assumption that nothing's up in my sleeve. Boy, I'm hot, when I'm heated, I'm like 100 degrees. With at least 100 shots, hit at least 100 and G's. Public figures, we in the public eye. This what evolution is to the butterfly. Like baby mothers, the ratchet sing them a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy. We in the public eye. Evolution is to the butterfly. Let the ratchet sing them a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy.
And here I am, dead wrong to want to live in the present when I should be worried about taking flicks. Picture this frame of mind that we in, where Photoshop is your friend, and if not, you can always go to a doc and get it put in. I notice, but all of them lights feel like you winning. I know it. You really living your life throughout a lens, so focus. That filter filtering more to your skin. You feeling lesser than pretty if you don't use it again. I get it. It's a trend. I like to call it addiction. Every morning we wake and we grab our phone for a fix and like shit. Yeah, we got it, but why get it? It's not the price of the TV to watch it. It's too expensive. Read, don't just listen, take heed. We in different times. Attention worth more than money when eyes can be monetized. We mentally modified. It's no longer dollar signs. Swear that shit blew my mind when it checked me. You be sure to make your subscription, nigga.
Said it couldn't be done again. Yeah, public figures, we in the public eye. This what evolution is to the butterfly. Like baby mothers, the ratchet sing them a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use.
I like that. I can't fuck with bitches that complain. I'll never wipe that. I was born to grip mics and suffocate. Rappers back to hell, make their lungs pop. Every time we drop the fans, hyperventilating. Why these niggas feel to keep up? Talking in codes just like a beeper. The smooth criminal like LeBron. I stole the show since it's not notes. Been in my own zone. Welcome to the Ted Dome, nigga.
Public figures, we in the public eye. This what evolution is to the butterfly. Like baby mothers, the ratchet sing them a lullaby. I told you I was a menace, now hurry up and buy. We in the public eye.
We live in a world of mistrust. Welcome to Blended Healing. Today I want to have a conversation with you about our mistrust and how everyone wants the same thing, is to feel valued by another person. And just because someone disagrees with you does not mean that they're dangerous. It is much more rewarding to wonder instead of worry. Let's talk about it. Even though we all want the same thing, we have moved so far away from the simple approach of just reminding a person that we are valued. I truly believe that the current anger and anxiety is a result of the world just being completely angry, and we just don't trust one another. We restrict or hold back our trust to our in group, our own tribe. And because of that, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure to continue with this behavior. But beloved, I don't think that we can afford to keep following this strategy because it will destroy us. Sometimes you just got to sit back and reflect on how different the world was when we were growing up, about how we were able to run around in the streets and play outside, and a community raised us, because by the time you got in trouble 2 or 3 houses down, your people already knew by the time you got home. You feel me? But today, with all of the different stuff that's going on, there's a wider fear of kidnappers, of drugs, and all other type of malevolent shit that kids just can't go outside and play without. There's some underlying anxiety that we have to let them out. We got to make sure that they check that every single step. And for many years, people who we trust, people that we trust, end up not being the people that we thought that they were. When did it get so bad? When did it get so bad that if you are a person of color, and just because we're just standing around, maybe just chilling, maybe in a parking lot, because that's all we really got, or we just hanging out on the street or whatever, stuff like that. Innocent shit. I'm not talking about, whatever. How many times do we notice that police are just watching us? And then when we do decide, because it starts to get uncomfortable, and then we try to get back to our own spot, how about they follow you all the way home? And if you're lucky, if you get there. What about the police? Never mind. I'm skip that. Negate that. Let's go to the fact of where we are as a people, as a nation. When did it get so bad that it just shifts to mistrust on every single level? That everybody's out to get us. We're going to get you before you get us. When did we get away from not being who we are and our sense of our own self? Was the world as dangerous when it was when I was growing up? Is the mantra that respect leads to value and value leads to trust, but disrespect leads to feeling like you ain't worth shit, which results in mistrust. We live in a world where there is so much disrespect. It is not a surprise that we have so much mistrust. Ashe, ashe. So, with that all being said, even the fact that we are in a global economic recession. We done been through a pandemic, still going through it. Everybody's hot and heavy around the damn globe with anger and fear. And for many of us, our money is short. And the distribution of all of the different resources that we have is still uneven. And as a species, we face climate change. There's still religious wars going on, political division bordering on civil damn war. Countries are afraid of each other. Citizens are afraid of each other in their own damn country. There's so much anger toward one another, even between the countries, even between people that live here in our country. So we are far, far from trust. You know, not everybody really likes what's going on or believe that this is a way that we need in order to survive. What we do need to do is, from one person at a time, is to shift the mistrust between the nations, between our neighbors, between strangers. But do we dare to do that? Do we have the courage for that? Because in the face of so much anger and danger, being uninvolved and without influence, being a person with nothing, no power, being a person who does not matter, becoming invisible seems a lot safer. But I'm here to tell you today, not only do you matter, we all matter. And even when we have an opportunity to choose doing nothing, we still have influence. You control no one, but can influence everyone. And if we just move our mindset from fear and mistrust to one of confidence and hope, and stop doubting the motivations of other people and therefore activating our own survival response, is called discernment. Not everybody out there is out to get you. Not everybody. How do we start doing this? We got to start shifting some things around. I wonder who the other person is and why they do what they do. And with curiosity instead of suspicion, shift it. Let's think about and look on why we hold that perspective instead of just dismissing it and seeing it as a threat. And if you see someone as a threat, don't be surprised if the other person, the other group, or the other country does the same thing. You control no one, but can influence everybody. And small changes can have effect. It's so funny about all of these disruptions I'm getting, but it's all good. I'm still going to say what I got to say. When we see other people who disagree with us as not doing as well as they should, or they are less valuable because they don't share what we value, or they're less trustworthy. Instead, shift your focus, man, and let's respect that we are all doing the best that we can. Influenced by having, and, protecting our home. What about the social world? We have all of these content creators that can influence a better life. We can end up seeing ourselves and think others see us too, and we want the same thing, and that's to survive. We don't need to do it at somebody else's expense. Let's wonder about things instead of worrying about things. Let's be reflective instead of reflexive. And by adopting and applying the mindset that everyone is doing the best they can, you can reinvent, replicate being a more interested participant, wondering who the other person is and why they do what they do. And when you have a genuine interest in the message of respect and value, by using your brain cells, wondering about the other person without judging them, but truly just being curious, that can spark a conversation that may lead to some really deeper understanding of the perspective, and likely they're wondering about yours. Respect. Respect leads to value, and value leads to trust. And trust is the foundation of unlimited potential. We can do this. We can do this. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing for this quick hit today. I hope I was able to open up your eyes a little bit, just a little bit, from a perspective. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, for dropping the information into my lap so we could talk about it, so we could be on one accord. Somewhere, we got to start somewhere. We got to start somewhere. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you, and I shall see you all very, very soon.
Who they think they better than? Ain't no comparison to the so-called black or African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine, and make their world in. I'm going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what that make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God MC equals the God in me. I'm focused in, let my mind be free. You too blind to see. The Jews I give is real, it's been real. These ain't shots, they missiles. All you gonna hear is the whistle. Lyrically, this an execution. My verses start revolutions. From my people seeking restitution. Since the beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was sowing seeds. So it seems this is that audio dopamine. Go against the regime. We put you where nobody can hear you scream. And singing to meet your Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's something that you can't decode. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me dump and reload. And go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt the cards of life. I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid. Or vampires when they facing blade. I'm trying to get next to Shireen like I'm getting played. You still stuck as a mental slave. You still stuck in that mental cage. While I'm making easy money, pipping holes in style. This my coming to age. Crowd warm when I'm coming on stage. And when I'm done, they gon' be cheering my name. Drake Cobbs and nah, I ain't quit my day job. I spit bars. I really rap on my day off. That's real shit. Just give you some tools you can build with. Aim high even if you still miss. Just keep going. It's a climb to the top. And I'ma keep flowing. Down Lake Shore, I'm Chicagoan. Yeah.